Hello all, Editing H here at the start of a video. Looking like this, I'm sorry, but I wanted to preface what I'm about to say before the video even begins that I don't know if it's just me that watched a version that had like audio missing and all that kind of stuff, but Drew actually did send me the ending afterwards. So after this, I initially recorded this on a Wednesday. He sent me the next day, Thursday. He sent me a like ending that had audio. So that part is in this video towards the end. But I also wanted to keep my initial reaction to the part that had no audio just to keep it real, if you get me. Because you guys know I do not hide, all right? Call it down the middle, but I've included obviously the part and my thoughts where there's no audio, but then I have also included a reaction to that ending with audio that Drew sent me through email. So yeah, I just wanted to preface that they did end up fixing it, I think, on the original video, just in case you guys don't watch to the end. Some people won't, because they just might not like me for that long. But anyway, let's get into the video. Good night. I'm tired AF. Can you see that? It's a video, I tell you. Peace. Look at your screen right now. Blue static. Blue. Blue is in the goo, which is a good phrase, but blue is definitely not in the goo in this instance. And it looks like the girl from The Ring is about to come out and do unspeakable things to me. Goodness gracious me. Have some decorum, Ring girl. And that's not the person who delivers Ring cameras. Ha! Do you get it? Ring, sponsor me! Anyway, if the Ring girl genuinely crawls out from my screen, then, well, depending on the victim in this story, it might be a better experience than listening to them. Oh, let's just start.
Find the money, find the scammer.
Okay.
This is a huge web.
Huge web
Spiders.
is what they've got here.
Well, all my money has gone to him.
Who's this?
Is this
Wait.
a $247,000 transfer?
They sent me a check.
$28,000 check, a $18,000 check,
Okay, that was-
$10,000
What?
right here.
Sorry. Right from the bat, right? What intonation am I looking at here? And when I pull out what intonation, you know I'm flabbergasted. What is this? What year has this come from exactly? Because I don't think it's 2024.
$1,000 right here.
They did receive $36,000. Why?
An insane amount of money.
I'm
What
gonna
did you do with
explode
this
or
money?
something.
And I transferred it.
Getting even with this scammer.
We connect you to the next available representative.
This is Kevin. How can I help you?
We hunt down scammers. We try to get to the bottom of it.
Something's going on. People were at my place, Evan, with cameras and everything else.
This is such a unique situation because
Here today, we're gonna give Ken back what he sent.
Big numbers.
Who are these people?
Voices.
I hope you're sitting down because this is probably gonna shock you.
Oh.
In this video, we spent the last 8 months of our lives tracking down a notorious scammer. As we say, find the money, find the scammer. And in this case, this scammer has already duped a previous guest on our show.
No. I had an inkling before because I've seen the guy with the polo shirt. The one, what am I on about? I've seen him before, right? And I couldn't figure out what story. Are we genuinely helping this man again? Now, allegedly, right? If you don't remember this story, I'll put a card up here or something. But allegedly, in case, allegedly, he left his wife whilst there was an electrical fire from her blanket, I think. And he ran out the house, and he thought she was behind him. And then when he looked, oh, no, my wife is in there, burning. So, allegedly, why are we helping this guy? In the first one, we made no attempt to humanize the wife. We didn't discuss her. We didn't say her name. Just that she died in a fire and we just moved on, which is absolutely criminal in itself, by the way. The fact that we just discarded her, piece of meat. Get out. Rest in peace. I'd love to know your name, but they didn't say what your name was. I'm hoping you're resting in peace. Allegedly, of course. He ran out the house. Why are we helping him? Whatever. Editing H already chiming in. It might be a world record. Do you know? Well, I don't know what a world record is, but a world record. And you know, here at the TT, we break many world records. Don't. I also want to mention, if you haven't seen that episode, that not only did this man, you know, allegedly run away and leave his wife, 2 weeks later, he was online dating. And we think to ourselves, yes, let's carry on this story. Not necessarily him, but he's involved, you'll see, of course, in this episode. But, I just don't like this guy.
Over $350,000. As we've hunted the scammer and tried to find their location, their elusiveness has motivated us to work even harder, bring in more people than we've ever done in any single video. We brought in other resources like White Hack Hackers, Trilogy Media, and we even flipped money mules to infiltrate his scam web. And the easiest one to get to was a guy named Evan that was in Sacramento, California. You know, basically a 1 hour flight from us. And he accepted $36,000. And so we went on a mission to figure out exactly what this guy did with the money and where it went so we could find the scammer.
Okay.
Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
But you already are. Sacramento, California.
So we wake up early on our way to Sacramento and we don't know what to expect. Art and I have done this before, the team and I have done this before.
Yes.
And you know, we know one thing, that we have 2 days to figure out exactly who Evan is and to figure out where this money went.
We want to know why the 65 years old person been receiving money from Alan and what exactly did he do with this money.
The street that we got for the wire transfer, when we looked at it, there was no known house or business or anything on that address. So we actually went and looked down the street and we found the same guy, same name, like 2 blocks over.
In a different address.
At a different address.
Sorry. Look, if I had Art's muscles, I too would do the most outlandish things. I've never seen someone attach a microphone to their sleeve. I don't understand, right? I'm surprised the microphone is even picking up his voice. But let me know in the comments, have you ever seen someone do that with the microphone on the sleeve? I've heard of wearing your heart on your sleeve, but never a microphone.
This is great banter. It really is.
And that's the kind of stuff you're going to expect in this, I'm telling you right now, from the beginning. Well, e.g. about probably 7 minutes in or something. I'm guessing. If you are new here, hello, get ready, because the original video is 1 hour, and I have a special skill and a curse of turning, for example, 10-minute videos into 1 hour. So...
At different address. Everything matches 100%. And when we looked up that guy's information, it matched the guy's information of the money transfer.
It will be interesting to know if he even knows existence about Alan.
Exactly. We have 2 addresses. We have the business addresses. So he owns like a home inspection company and a few other businesses in this like little house.
I remember.
And then we have a home address.
We can come back, knock on his door, and go to his business. Do it.
Hey!
Go. So many.
Hey! Do not swear, please. I cannot be bothered to bleep it. So please let that be the only one.
Questions? I hope we're gonna get the answers.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I
don't think we
will,
are
but...
crossing our fingers, hoping that either this Sunday or this Monday, Evan's at home so that we can talk to him. We wanted to get those answers from this trip.
Great camera angle again. I pose the question, why must it be done in 2 days? Because we've got the timer here. David has called it a trip. I mean, I wouldn't class it as a trip, but okay. But why must it be done in 2 days? I know obviously we have lives to get back to, but I don't know. Who set this time limit? You know what I mean? Batman?
Like, and he'd been taking 36 grand from a stranger in Kansas City. All right, let's go sniff around.
That's me sniffing around.
Who's he on fire? What?
Okay, what do we have?
That's it.
It's
Yeah.
and this is it, boys.
That white truck I've seen in one of the pictures. Before we go out anywhere, we always do a ton of research. So we have a bunch of ammo going there, right? So we want to know who are the neighbors, if they're neighbors. We want to know any vehicles, any identifying piece of information. So on one of the rentals, there was this flatbed truck parked in the driveway, and there was an Instagram handle on the back of the truck that matched the research that I've done. So
Hold on a second here. That's an incredible dog. Anyone know the breed of that? It looks so nice. Who puts their Instagram on the back of their car? I'm going to assume it's a business Instagram or something. Because if it's your personal Instagram, I don't really know what you're doing. But then this picture is off the Instagram, so I don't see how this could be business. Anyone drive and have their social media on the back of their car? It's a bit weird.
We knew we were onto something. We're starting to put the pieces of puzzle together, and we know we're really, really close to uncovering what's going on with this money.
Well, no, because if we were really close, then this video would be about 10 minutes. It's an hour. So, oh, you should have done the extra bit. Dun dun. And knock on the walls.
Let's knock on the wall. Yeah, neighbors.
Yeah, see if they know Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I must stress to you, I'm assuming they're going to go and knock on a neighbor's door right now, right? David, not particularly the most intimidating looking guy, but Art, on the other hand, is very intimidating to look at. Tall, muscular. David's muscular, but right now he's a bit covered up. But if two men just randomly come up to your home, I'm not sure anyone is opening it, realistically. I don't know if that's just me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you opening the door? You could be the most innocent person in the world. I'm sorry, I'm not opening the door. Do you know what I mean? We've come dressed in all black as well. Proper Men in Black type shit. I don't know if you're going to pull out a ray gun, a pen, erase my memory, and there are many things I wish I can forget. But we could have slapped on a I Love Sacramento t-shirt or something. That probably would have made it a bit more, okay, I'm going to open the door for you.
Through our research, we actually found some social media that was tied to what we had thought was Evan's son, and so we had a handful of pictures there. And so we're actually hoping that we could find Evan's actual home address through all the research that we had done.
Make sure we have the right address. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody has a Ring camera.
Yeah, but exactly, they're not opening the door. I wouldn't.
I don't want to bug you, but we're
Fair
looking
enough.
for Evan. Is he the neighbor next door?
No, he doesn't
He doesn't.
any of these streets.
Oh, none of these.
So there is no guy Evan.
There's a son.
Oh, the son of Evan. Oh, okay. Okay.
Do you know where he can be on Sunday at 2 o'clock? No.
What you need him for?
We're actually looking for his father because
We're trying to reach out to him and help him out.
That is the vaguest shit I've ever heard. I was trying to reach out and help him out. What the hell does that mean? That could mean we are going to M him off, right? I just want to help him out. I'm sorry, guys, but we perhaps need to send people who look less intimidating to do this, because I don't know, obviously, shock horror, I don't know the rest of this video, but the neighbor here, I'm not sure she's gonna, you know, willy-nilly drop any and every information on the Evan, right? Evan's son, etc. Because who are you? To her, who are you? Do you know what I mean? So I hope they don't straight away just accuse her of like, she's a criminal as well. She's hiding them. Because, bro, I'd be scared myself. And, of course, my neighbor. I don't know who these people are. Like, you could be criminals, like bad people, and you're going to ruin them, you know. So I'm going to protect you slightly. But, of course, if you showed like a badge or, I don't know, just explained why you're looking for him, probably it would have been a better scenario. Maybe you'd get more information. Because right now, we're on max levels of intimidation.
I think he's in trouble. So his father, and when we did our research, the address came directly to these.
Because
Again,
They own all.
but like, who are you?
The
to
property,
her, you know?
they manage the property.
So that's what we.
trying to sell this place. I don't know if that was it.
But son lives there, right? So that's
The son of.
Yeah.
Okay.
His business office was,
Is it 7?
no, that's his office.
Is he there? He probably won't be there today.
You can go by there and they might have the time zone there. But if he's involved in something shady.
We don't know if he's the one that's involved in something shady, but he's
Why don't we
involved.
zoom
And we're trying
into
to
the
help
face
him out.
then?
We're trying to reach out to him to help him out.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know what she actually
That's
did.
the one that we knock.
She actually did give some info.
Oh no, we're actually looking
For Evan.
for Evan. We're independent journalists. We flew from Los Angeles, California.
For one thing, who are you looking for?
Evan.
Evan.
Okay, what about it?
So we think that Evan is in trouble.
He lives on.
He's in trouble.
My landlord, but he lives there and everything goes.
Everything goes there.
That's where I pay my rent. At his house.
You the best. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday.
No one's trying to hurt you.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
We're going to baby.
Let's go.
But again, if two men walk up to you asking questions, you're probably already assuming you're going to be hurt, right?
We started pissing a few people off, but you have to understand, there's a lot of money that's been lost. I mean, we know that there's $600,000 that's lost.
And we know, and I'm thankful that you proceeded to carry on the sentence. You know, we pissed because that would make this a different video.
What do you mean by that?
We don't know if Evan's part of this. We don't know if Evan is a victim himself.
I believe he is.
And we only have this time period to uncover what's going on.
And also, she said that he's trying to sell all his properties, right?
Maybe he's in trouble. Like.
Yeah, maybe he was like, let me sell everything and run for the hills. I guess we're gonna find out right now.
Possible.
Dude, that's our house.
712. Yeah, right here.
All right, we're getting out of the car. Cameraman
Yeah,
in the back.
Evan.
All right.
What is that in the front? A pelican?
He said he lives on the property, so I don't.
The house that is staring at me?
And when we go to the business, nobody's there.
We can ask the neighbors. There is more houses over there.
And the next door neighbor has their door open, and we decided to just go knock on the door, thinking if this is Evan or if it's somebody that knows
What do you
Evan,
mean it's
we'll
just
at least
open?
find out some information. We go in and we walk into the middle of what is an open house to sell that house.
Perfect.
We actually
Why has he got bags on his shoes, man? If the sign says remove your shoes, why don't you just remove your shoes? Why you got bags?
for crashing your party. We're looking for a person, Evan.
Next door.
I don't know that I've met him personally, and he
That's a
hasn't
lie.
stopped by to check out the open house.
Hey, sorry for bother, okay? And good luck on selling house. It's a beautiful house.
That was bad vibes.
We're not here to buy anything. We're looking for Evan. So looks like office is on the front, and his home is on the back.
Business up front, party in the back.
Like a mullet. Weren't we here last time?
Oh, so many cameras.
Maybe. I feel like we were.
Evan?
Yeah,
Hello?
say the name, he'll open it.
$56.
So we head back to the hotel and, you know, we feel excited about what we found, but the clock's ticking. So we get back to the hotel, we have dinner, and we regroup on a game plan for the next day.
They said, when we talked today, he usually from 9 to 1, he's already at that business. I think the sun, the sun.
Too,
I think we should go straight to that taxes purposes, whatever, that shit that works only 4 hours per day, and just go and like, hey, we need to talk to Sun, and put Sean on a FaceTime.
It's interesting that he's trying to sell all the properties now, right?
Yeah.
Like either he needs money or he's leaving or...
Evan's son running the whole business, and he used somehow his father to receive that money and laundering and just...
All the family members, like if you look up the corporation, like there's like I think a brother, Evan's on there. So it's definitely like a family run business. So I think we're gonna walk in there tomorrow and there's gonna be
the whole family.
Yeah, we have less than 24 hours at this point to...
What? I'm sorry, what's happened? What do you mean we've got less than 24 hours now? It was just 43 hours. So 20 hours. What have you been doing? What? What? Like, even if you went to bed 8 hours maybe, right? You've got another 12 hours to do something, but nothing has happened. I don't get it. I'm so confused. But imagine you're having like a family dinner, right? And just people bust in saying, "Hey, you've been pig butchered or something."
Figure out who Evan is. And I know I keep saying this, but the entire purpose of this trip and why we all went there was to find out who is Evan and what is he doing with his money. So we decided to get on the phone with Sean, which is Alan's son, who had originally contacted us for help.
Hello? Sean? Yeah. Hey, this is David McClellan with Social Catfish. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Good, good. We're confronting the money mule in the next 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we know if he's a willing mule?
We don't know yet.
We didn't know yet.
We have all the deposits. So April 13, 2023, May 17, 2023, and then June 5th, 2023, Evan got money. We know for sure he did.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I will help in any way I can, guys.
Beautiful. We're gonna call you in 25 minutes.
All right.
All right? Stand by. Okay, awesome.
All right. Thanks, Sean.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
My conspiracy is like sound involved, but you the we know. Maybe Dad is breaking bad. Maybe he's the one they
Bro! Now I know, obviously, I'm not saying to stop swearing because off camera, I kind of swear a lot as well, but at least if we're gonna be on camera, can we like cut the swearing down, please? I'm not saying it for myself, right? Because I couldn't give a shit. But I am saying it for myself. And it is just because I don't want to bleep it. It's not.
moving money, shady businesses, opening taxes, and you know, like.
Bro, all these houses look the same. Right, it's not a house, but still. Yeah, we were here last time, I swear. In the other episode. The guy works here.
Thank you for calling service. We're not available at this time. Please
and they weren't available last time.
Let's go through the back door.
He just
you can
never
see the lights
opened.
are on inside.
It says open, but it's not open. The door is closed.
Yes.
All right, we'll head back. We'll knock on the back door.
So we go back to the business and Evan's not there. So we come up with a backup plan just in case we can't get a hold of Evan, because we had noticed that there were security cameras on the business address, on the home address, and on the rental addresses, and they were the exact same security cameras. I hope they show this footage. Okay. We decide to go around the back, and we end up meeting Evan's neighbor.
Maybe we can ask him.
Hey boys, quick question. We're looking for Evan. He lives over here, 714, and there is tax business. Do you know if they open because for some reason the main door is closed?
You know what? I haven't seen his truck lately, so I don't know if he's been open lately.
Hold on a second here. I swear to you this was in the other episode. Or am I losing my mind? I swear we've seen this guy, or we've heard him, because we're looking at a blurred face right now. Probably some of you wish my face was blurred. Sorry. But I swear to you we've seen this. So, I don't know. Is this new? I'm confused. Or are they showing us, like, beforehand, this is what happened? If that's the case, then I'd like it to obviously make it known that we're looking at previous footage. I swear we've seen this.
Because Evan usually parks back here.
I remember him saying this.
Because we came yesterday, nobody was home. We came today.
I haven't seen him lately. Honestly, yeah, he usually during the week, Monday through Friday, he's usually parked back here. I haven't seen him.
What about his son?
When we met Evan's neighbor, he was really nice at first, and he was saying, oh, you know, I haven't seen Evan. And then when we said that we thought Evan was in a scam, he might be in trouble, he totally shifted his story. He didn't really want to talk to us anymore.
We're going after a Roman scam, and Evan involved, so he's in trouble.
Oh, I haven't seen him for a long time. Like, it's actually been pretty quiet over there.
Yeah. None of them. No son, nothing.
No, not really.
I mean, look, I repeat the point I made earlier that if a F-off big car with 4 guys in it, cameras, all sorts, start asking you questions and say that someone's in trouble, you're gonna be scary. Scary? You're gonna be scared, right? And I think I saw him with a child as well, so he's not gonna want any trouble. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't seen him, blah, blah, blah. But you've done yourself no favors here, my man. You can't, on literally like 10 seconds ago, say, oh yeah, sometimes he's here, I see him, blah, and then, oh no, sorry. But I understand. But once again, let me know in the comments, right? I swear we've seen this.
We will leave a note.
Okay.
We'll leave a note.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
We drive off thinking that this guy's trying to cover for him.
He haven't seen anybody
for a while. He seemed like he was high, like not telling us.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, it's been pretty quiet over there lately.
Yeah. He would be scared.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You know what I mean?
Or somebody got instructions like, hey, if somebody will show up that you don't know without any appointments, do not open the door. Yesterday it says close, but somebody opened today. It says open today.
I don't know.
Welcome to service. Due to your office hours, press 0.
I swear they said, I heard this as well.
1.
It says open, but it's closed.
Thank you for calling service. We're not available at this time. Please leave a name and number and we'll get back to you.
That sounds like...
What
if you have all these businesses, why do you need a roommate? It's one of those investigations that you have more questions than answers.
He has to be spooked. Like,
Yeah,
he has
to be spooked.
Oh yeah.
If somebody will come to me and like, hey, there is something going on, we want to talk to you, like, I would, okay, tell me. I would listen, and I will tell you if I'm part of it or not.
But if you accepted $36,000 and you don't feel good about it, are you going to do it now? Exactly.
Art saying that he would tell the information. Bro, look at you and look at the people that you're speaking to. I think you can handle yourself if shit goes down. Do you know what I mean? If I had the same stature as Art, whatever you want to know, come at me, bro. Yeah? Come at me, not on me. Need to clarify that. Genuinely, though, I'm getting the vibes that this is the extra footage from the previous episode and they just didn't put it in, so here you go. Maybe that's just me. But I'm genuinely getting the vibe that we've seen this. But I might be having deja vu or something, you know? So
He knows something.
Yeah.
They did receive $36,000. Why?
It's not a small amount of money.
Yeah. What did you do with this money?
I spunked it on...
Yeah?
Oh, it's we again. Good morning. We have a question. We went to see Evan's business.
Okay.
Like I said, Evan is in trouble and we're trying to actually help him, but the business is closed and we cannot find son Chris.
I know nothing else. That's
I
all I know.
swear I
is
heard
he's
this
my
as well.
landlord.
Yeah. Okay.
I know nothing else. And I think they live next door, but I don't know.
Well, which one is it then, mate? You think or you don't know?
Yeah, same dog from yesterday.
I swear he was wearing those shoes as well.
Let's go back to the business.
This is weird. It just doesn't make sense. Like, they hiding from us.
One really interesting thing, when we went to Evan's business, we had noticed one thing that we didn't see the day before. We see a car parked in the driveway.
Okay.
The blinds were open slightly and there was a light on inside. So we knew somebody was either there.
I sound like a broken record, but I'm telling you, I've heard this exact thing he's saying before, that someone's in there, and if they look inside and they see table and a chair, and Art's gonna say like, it looks like someone is living here, not an office, then I've seen it before.
Or somebody had just been there.
Oh, there's a vehicle.
That is a car.
Oh goodness.
It's a nice jacket, by the way. I was looking at
Bleeps.
from streaming. Yeah.
They send it to us.
Oh!
Hey, I'm looking for Evan.
Evan's not here today.
Well, never
His
mind.
son, he's not here either, or no?
No, I'm Kent. I'm his brother.
We walk in and we're expecting to see Evan, and come to find out it's Evan's
different.
brother, right? They're close in age. They look similar to the pictures that we saw online.
I take it
and
back.
Evan's brother was super nice. This really nice guy.
I say I take it back, but I'm pretty sure some of the other stuff that I said we've seen. But anyway.
So we came across of a case in Kansas City. There is a guy who got scammed out of $800,000.
He looks so confused.
So that person had 5 cash mules. And one of the cash mule, he sent $36,000 to Evan.
So here's the transfers.
Yeah, put the glasses back on,
right
man.
here and right here.
So we're trying to figure out why Evan, what is his involvement, why he received from this man, from a victim from Kansas City, received $36,000.
What we find out is that Evan's brother knows what's been going on with Evan.
I know he was dealing with a girl that was in Israel,
That he was dating online during that time?
Dating.
but that's all. I don't know how much he was, you know.
And Evan was part of a romance scam himself. He had...
Okay, I need to make it perfectly clear. What is the business that they do here? Is it taxes? He doesn't give me the vibe of I would trust him with my taxes. I don't know if that's just me, but maybe I'm just being a bit of a negative Nancy. Shout out to Nancy in the comments. Hello, if you're watching this. But yeah, he doesn't strike me as a professional.
And receiving money, and the craziest part about this, he was still talking to the person that day.
Sounds just like the gal that he was dating. Either diamonds or gold.
Yeah,
She
same
was bringing
thing.
back here.
Oh my god. He
Do you have
looks
his
like
number?
someone.
We've been trying to get a hold of him for 2 days.
Don't know who it
He'll
is.
be here tomorrow.
We just want to hear his story.
Give me your number and I'll have him call you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're trying to help, so...
Yeah. No,
So we go after bad guys and we're trying to find out, we investigate for months.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, money track goes directly to freaking Sacramento. So we have 5 cash mules, that $800,000 being spread
his
it out.
face.
And it's ended up at Evan's bank account, $36,000.
Okay.
Bro, his face, he's seen a ghost, right? He's in Pac-Man, he's seen 4 ghosts. The size of Art, it could actually look like 4 men anyway. I'd be scared. Just, you want to unbutton the shirt anymore? Goodness, it looks like something Charlie Sheen would wear. Some kind of powder in the back. I'm waffling.
Supposedly what was happening is he was getting the money and just transferring it back to them.
Do you know how he was transferring
Well,
the money
that's
or
not good. Okay.
That's what we're trying to figure out. Because what happens is this money always moves somehow, right?
When people do this, when they talk, more often than not, it means they're lying. And in before, someone who's been watching me for a while has noticed me doing that when I'm speaking. That's just because my nose is itchy, all right? Not because I'm, you know, I didn't sniff a line before this, despite what some people might think when I'm recording this and I'm hyped up. but he looks scared. And I would be too. I've pressed play, but it didn't play. So that's... Here we go again.
And these criminals, they hide behind people like Evan, but the money always ends up somewhere. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to trace where the money goes to try to see if there's any money left.
She could never get out of Dubai. I'm looking at him like, there's something wrong. Evan. Yeah. If she can't get home, supposedly her dad was in this industry and she should know the rules to get out of there with this stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But did you say Dubai or Israel?
I don't remember.
Okay, because our victim from Kansas City
was Dubai.
Dubai.
I will give Evan this information tomorrow.
That's a bit of a red flag. Now, I know I said he could just be scared, but he said Israel, then he said Dubai, and then 5 seconds later he's saying, I don't know. It's dodgy. Do you know what I mean? Again, I understand you got two big guys questioning you, but gotta make the story straight. Do you know what I mean? You need to hone in on the words that you're using. You need to properly focus, because you could actually be in the wrong if you slip up, even if you don't mean it. Just please have some composure.
And he'll call you in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Can you give your email as well?
Yeah.
And she's stuck in Dubai for a month. They start sending fake bank accounts like, hey baby, I don't need your money. I have $10 million. Send me $1 million. I'm gonna pay you back with 20%.
Yeah. Anyone want to send me 1 million?
This is the girl that he was talking to. Do you know what the girl looked like that Evan was talking to? No.
Nah, he's lying.
They stole images online. So we found her, and she has husband, she has kids. You be dating this woman? She has a different life. She does not even know you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Now you flash a little bit more light on our story. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Please, we will try to help.
Okay.
I will make sure he gets that.
All right. Thank you.
So much. Have a great day.
Yeah. He seemed pretty genuine, but when we left there, we just didn't know that if he was going to hand this stuff off to his brother or if his brother was hiding from us or not. But at least we knew that Evan was in a romance scam. The money that he got was most likely to be funneled somewhere else for the scammer, and we had to still follow the money.
It was exactly the same. And he said, I told him, isn't it weird that, she's been there for like a month or something, and he never met the girl, anything. It's exactly the same story.
I'm confused on why sometimes the F-bomb is censored, why sometimes it's not. It's very confusing. But granted, what I'm about to say, right? Granted, they probably got permission afterwards, but it kind of irks me, the filming just right off the bat, like filming the guy. No questions like, hey, do you mind being on camera? We're doing this, that. And then showing his face. Just immediately, here you go. But obviously that's not too big of a deal, because if someone doesn't want to be mentioned or shown, they'll get blurred. But it's just something I've noticed, Usually I've seen other, YouTubers, for example, if they're going to film something, you see them ask beforehand. But again, it's not a big deal. Obviously, you can get blurred, but still.
So he's a victim. Let's call Sean and give him update.
Right.
Hello.
Sean.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So we didn't talk to Evan, the guy that your dad wired the funds. He's out of town till tomorrow.
If you don't know who Sean is, the guy whose wife, he just left her in the house, allegedly. It's the son who, apparently broke his ribs, the father's ribs. They got into a scuffle or some shit. That's the guy. Look, no doubt they've put a lot of work into this edit, right? And very rarely you'll actually hear me criticizing the edit. I mean, I've just kind of, by saying they need to censor sometimes, or all the time, actually, because that's weird. But for the most part, Drew and the team do a good job. However, let's say you're new to the channel, right? Not my channel, their channel. But also if you're new here, right? It would be nice if they included some backstory, right? Like, what is that? What's wrong with me? But in case you didn't watch the other one, you'd kind of understand what's going on here. Him picking up the phone and saying, hey, Sean, who the hell is Sean if you don't know who Sean is? You know? Does that make sense?
We talked to his brother though, and his brother knows what's going on. And his brother said he was scammed the same way, and he was getting money and forwarding it to this person. But it sounds like he got a lot more money than what your dad sent to him. So we left our information, and when he gets back in tomorrow, we're gonna have a chat with him. So we'll keep you updated.
It's a girl in Israel, and she dealing with gold, diamonds, and she's stuck in Israel, and blah blah blah, and she needs help. So it's exactly the same story that your dad went through. There is another man in Sacramento who's 65, dating online, sending money across the world. I mean, he's a cash mule, but he's a victim.
He's an unwitting cash mule.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Or is he?
Did his son say he's going out and buying Bitcoin, or how are they relating it back?
I'm pretty confident he knew how the money was being transferred. He stopped himself and then said, okay, give me your information, I'll have my brother contact you.
Yep, same old falling for it, huh?
What is update with your dad? Do you know if he still talks to?
No, we're in counseling now. But,
that's good.
You know, it's still not. I mean, I still am very angry about the whole thing.
Understandable.
And we're still going through all the legal proceedings. I mean, we're trying to change the nature of his trust so it's irrevocable, so that he can't get scammed, you know, down the road. You know, that's why we still have to get something in place that's going to protect his assets.
I'm assuming what they mean by that is power of attorney or conservatorship, depending on where you're from and what you call it. I agree that they need to do that. If you didn't watch the previous episode of this follow-up, the guy is a real pain, right? Even allegedly, what he did to his wife, he's a pain. Like, the way he speaks, etc. So, I understand the son trying to, obviously, gain power over his finances because willy-nilly, I mean, he sent a shit ton of money.
The amount of money that we're talking here is just absolutely insane.
Yes.
We should have all the answers too on where the money went, and
Hopefully
even
this week.
Yeah, this week, and then even next steps too. Once we find out where the money went. I'm glad you guys are doing counseling. I mean, it's gonna be a while, but at least you guys are heading in the right direction.
Stay strong, don't give up, and good luck with everything. Okay, we'll be in touch.
All right, guys, thanks.
Thanks.
Right. Have a good day.
All right, good shit.
Good job, partner.
Yeah. So we left Folsom, we went back to Southern California with our fingers crossed, hoping that Evan would reach out to us.
Once again, I'm glad he said fingers crossed and not fingers somewhere else. Oh.
Yeah, you're right. I don't let you drive my car.
But I swear it's been like 3 days now.
I get to the office, it's a busy day, and Brianne and I decide to sneak away for 30 minutes to go grab lunch together. My phone rings.
Too many innuendos.
And it's an area code from Northern California. And I know, before I answer, I know it's Evan.
What is that on his phone?
Yeah, we were trying to get a hold of you for sure.
Hello, my name is Evan.
Yes, I remember this guy.
I'm 65. Apparently, David came up here and was looking for me.
Yes, I remember
And he
this
first
guy.
went to one of my duplexes. I wasn't in town. This is Evan. Something's going on. People were at my place looking for you with cameras and everything else. We're looking for you.
Evan explained to us that he was talking to somebody online. He remembered receiving funds at Allen, and he was actually depositing it into Bitcoin ATM machines or sending them.
Is that in the UK? I'm pretty sure. Well, it's me being perhaps stupid. I don't know if Barclays is a thing in America, but this is UK ATMs. Weird that they've included this one, but
machines or sending the money to other people.
Alan has been sending money to me, but I didn't know what's going on, I just fell in love. That was the thing. Her name is Sharon Faith Larry. Told me that she was going over to Egypt to buy gold, and so I thought it was kind of cool,
Dubai.
Then when she gets over there, I went to go leave the airport, and I can't because I got to pay all kinds of customs. I didn't have enough money.
Right. There's just so many red flags in that because, yeah, cool, the scam is one thing. But we've heard her be in 3 different locations now. We got Miss Worldwide here. We got Pitbull's wife, apparently. Sharon spelt like that as well. I've never seen that before. Anyone named Sharon spelt like that? That's interesting. That's cool, to be honest. Can you help me out? I would help you out if I knew where the hell you were in the first place. Israel, Dubai, Egypt, Turkey? Are we going to be in Turkey?
I sent her some money, and first amount was like $10,000 just to help her get out. And great,
yeah, of
now
course.
I can get on the airplane. And she gets to the airport. She sent me a itinerary, but she has all kinds of excuses. This is why I couldn't leave, so I had to cancel my name on it because
why?
I had to pay extra customs and duties at the airport. I guess I was just so enamored that I was blinded, to be a better term for it, and what was going on.
Right, that's a red flag, by the way. I'm not sure how in-depth we're going to get into Evan's story of being scammed, but you care about me, right? In general life, let's put aside this scam, right? If someone says to you and gaslights you, asking you care about me? Oh, don't you love me? After you are obviously sending money or doing things for them and they're clearly ungrateful, keep postponing things, for example. Essentially, don't let yourself be manipulated in such a way. Obviously, everyone's going to be different. Everyone's tolerance level towards people's BS is going to be different. But for the most part, please take care of yourself. And I'm not saying no when you're being gaslighted, because actually some people are criminally good at gaslighting others. So learn up about it, and for the most part, don't fall for people's BS if you can help it, of course.
I sent David some of the pictures that she sent that I know are wrong, that have been manipulated, because part of her arm's missing on one picture, and you can see a gray outline around her body that pasted on top of
I remember this image.
The background, with the background of Egypt.
Once we were able to connect with Evan, he sent over a bunch of information. He had a ton of images for this woman he had been talking to. So when our research team performed reverse image searches, we were able to find that the majority of the images were stolen directly from her Instagram account. And what we also found out was the real woman, her real name is Joy. She's actually a life coach.
Nice.
And something to remember is that in all of these cases, the photo victim has nothing to do with the romance scam at all.
Yes.
They actually have no awareness that someone's been stealing their images and using them for romance scams.
Here's a question. What if one day a scammer uses someone's pictures, but that person knows they're in on it, right? But then they say, no, my pictures have been stolen. But they are actually in on it and they receive a cut of the scammed money. What a twist that would be, eh? Hollywood, give me a call. Let's get writing on a script or something. The Scammer. How that's not a movie, I don't know, by the way. The Scammer. What a title. It's incredible. Honestly, so much thought has gone into that title.
See, what I was doing, I was taking the money that they were sent to my account, or my banks. They wanted me to open an account at Wells Fargo and also B of A. They were sending money to those banks. I saw where Alan would sent money to me, but there was no address or anything like that. So I could apologize to him, and I didn't know what was going on.
And after talking to him for a few days,
I probably would have waved a red flag in his face. Because ain't this man supposed to be doing people's taxes? So he didn't realize he was doing something wrong by him receiving money, sending it somewhere else. No? As I said earlier with the brother, they're not giving me the vibes that I should go to them for taxes. That's a red flag. I got choked up there. I almost choked on my own.
And him realizing what had happened, he actually became a little angry, and he comes to me and he says, look, David, I want to help you catch this person. And I want to do everything I can to stop this person that stole money from me and money from other people.
After David contacted me, I started feeling guilty, and I pulled up and went through some of the bank statements and pulled off addresses that I was able to get because they sent me checks. I got their addresses off the checks, and I sent them letters saying, hey, this Sharon is scamming us. She told me that you were a client that was buying, certain stuff, and she was buying stuff for you to send back.
What is this? What am I looking at here? I sound like the who is she meme.
Who is she? Who is she? Who is she? Where did you find her?
What is this writing? What? Did he write this on email and this is the font? Or has he just got child handwriting? By the way, I waved the red flag again. Of course, unless I'm mistaken, he does taxes. Or he owns homes and rents them out. I'm sorry, I don't believe that he didn't know what he was doing. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not saying every landlord in this world is some type of, financial wizard, right? What a horrible movie Lord of the Rings would be if there was a financial wizard in there. Just sat on a computer with crypto. Sauron! Sire! Sauron is attacking! Give me a second! Bitcoin is rising! That's the only ring I care about, the ring of the coin. It was better in my head. But let me know your thoughts about that. The amount of businesses he has, I'm sorry, I don't believe that you don't know what you were doing, or you don't know that what you was doing was wrong. Come on.
To you. If this is true, then it's fine. If not, it's a scam. I didn't hear back from any of them except for one. And that's a guy that just lives probably not more than 5 miles from my office. When I started telling him, I was like, Ken, she's been stringing us. And I told him, you keep your money. We're getting even with this scammer.
And so we went on this adventure with Evan to try to find exactly who the scammer was, to bust them and stop everyone that was sending money to them from sending money.
It is not right to prey on people's emotions and affections. And just today, she asked me, when am I going to send the other 5,000? Well, I'm going to try to do it today. If not, it'll be tomorrow,
Oh, you were being pig butchered or some shit. The clients. Maybe I'll cut you some slack then, hey? Not the work messaging board, but Slack if you want to sponsor me. By all means. But I'll give you some leeway, I guess. Because I think you was involved in like a pig butchering scam, so sorry. Editing H here. I say I cut him some slack. No, actually. I'm still gonna stand on how could he not know what he was doing was wrong if he deals with businesses, renting out homes, right? Not necessarily that they're related. But someone who has this many businesses, etc., I'm still confused on like the tax thing. I don't know about that if they do tax or whatever, but I don't believe this man is not aware of his actions, if that makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense.
Not exactly sure.
Evan was also sending money to other people.
That is the scariest image, by the way. I'm truly sorry to the actual woman behind the pictures. But my, her eyes in this image are striking, right? I rarely describe, striking. I'd never say that, but wow, goodness, it's like photoshopped or something.
Evan was also sending money to other people. And there was this one guy that he'd sent the most amount of money to. His name was Douglas. And this guy was a man that used to live in Utah and just moved to Texas, to Houston, Texas. And we decided that was the next step for us. So as we're coming up with the game plan with how to get a hold of Douglas, the scammer asked Evan to send $5,000 to Douglas. So we knew it was a perfect opportunity. We would stage us sending money. And instead of sending money to Douglas, we're going to send him a letter basically saying, you're in trouble.
You know who else is in trouble? everyone watching this, if you are being spoken to the way Sharon was speaking, when the hell are you going to send the money? How about, Sharon, you shut the hell up, and you shove all your clients up your ass? Everyone, please, if someone, again, is going to speak to you like that, and regardless of the scam, right, and you've done so much for them, I'm not saying, of course, do things for someone just so that you can get things in return, because that would make you a piece of shit, to be honest. But if you've done something for someone and they speak to you like that, have some self-respect and tell them to go and F themselves. Because how dare you speak to me like that?
The bank right now, I'm gonna take out $5,000 in cash. I'll come back to the office, record myself, wrapping up the money, packaging it, writing the Money Mule's information on it. We'll send a real package to the Money Mule with a letter that says, I've been scammed and I think you are too. I'm worried that you're in trouble. Please give him a call ASAP. So the idea behind this is to make the scammer think that we're sending money. We film it, we package it, we give it to Evan to give to the scammer, basically saying, hey, look, I packaged this money, I put it in the mail, here's the USPS tracking code. And instead of putting the cash in this envelope, we put a single letter that says, Douglas, you're in trouble.
Bro, I'm kind of getting confused, not gonna lie to you.
And so it's Saturday morning, Brianne and I are about to leave the house to go get coffee, and I get a call from Douglas. Douglas?
Yes.
So you were supposed to receive $5,000, right?
Right.
Yeah, and you were supposed to get it in the mail?
Yeah.
I actually sent you the letter because you're being scammed. And the person who sent you money, Douglas, is Evan, and he lives in Folsom, California. I hope you're sitting down because this is probably gonna shock you.
Oh, I'm sitting down.
My company, socialcatfish.com, we help out people that are involved in romance scams. You know, you've been talking to somebody online, they've fallen in love with you, now they're asking you for money. Douglas, these funds are being funneled from this guy Alan to Evan and now to you. And I mean, this is a big scam that, you know, we've been able to trace close to $500,000 that's been lost to these people.
See, the thing is, I'm not being asked for any money.
Right, they're sending you money and then they're asking you to forward money to them. And so that's why we sent you this letter, to try to intercept this and try to get in touch with you, because what we're trying to do is actually find out who this scammer is and where they're from.
They're in Egypt right now.
Would you be able to send me pictures of the person? So I want to show you, I want to prove to you that this is a scam.
Can I send them to this number I called?
Yeah, you can send it to this number.
Okay, I see some pictures.
That's the same person that Evan is talking to that he's in love with.
Uh-huh.
Hey, hold on a second though. That image here, oh, you can't really see. So let's just slowly go more backwards when it's clearer. Who knows Lisa Kudrow from Friends, who played Phoebe? I'm guessing it kind of looks like her. Or maybe that's just me. But it kind of looks like Phoebe. Phoebe's a scammer.
Uh-huh.
Not, by the way.
But she goes, that person goes by
Phoebe,
a different name.
please.
Oh, is that right?
That's right, to Evan.
Where is he? He's like he left the phone in a different room.
Would you mind if I got Evan on a call with us?
That would be fine.
Okay, let me do a three-way call with Evan. Hold on.
What's going on?
See? Like, it's not a big thing, because I'm gonna bleep them anyway, but it's just, it's small inconsistencies, you know? And I want the best for the Catfish team. I know that they watch my videos sometimes, so, you know, if we're gonna censor, can we censor everything and not some parts? Because it's just weird then.
This is a man that's receiving money from somebody else that thinks he's in a relationship just like Evan.
Well, no.
Evan, are you there? I have Douglas on the line. Douglas, I have Evan.
Okay. Yeah, she told me you were the brother of her translator over there. What did she tell you? Who I was?
She just told me that you was a client.
I'm a client, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
She is scamming us.
What we're trying to do right now is we want to see if we can catch this scammer. And Douglas, I want to see if you are willing to help us out.
Yeah.
Okay.
What she's trying to do now is trying to do a transfer.
Just tell this person that the post office intercepted the package and that they deposited the money to an account that you have to claim because you're not allowed to send money through the mail. You called, you gave them your information, and you're just waiting for them to send you an email so that you can have the funds deposited into your account.
I don't know if this is concerning or not, but it's interesting that David just spilled like everything out, right? Here you go, I'm this, that, I'm from Catfish, blah blah blah. And Douglas just, yeah, okay, thanks for helping me, I'm gonna help you now. Like, it's a good thing, of course, but I'm getting the vibe from Douglas. Obviously, he's been scammed here. So, yes, he believes everything. But if anyone just calls him, just no questions asked, unless they cut out those parts. But it's just concerning how he asked no questions or anything. Just, yeah, all right, thanks for helping me. I'm going to help you as well. Like,
I have a website, Douglas, that we're going to try to get them to go to and log into, and we're going to try to track their location using this website.
All right, that sounds good.
Okay. And do not let them know that you know it's a scam, and just try to buy some time. But I'll send you a text with the follow-up right now. I think we can do this. I think we can get this going, but I need both of your help. So we're working with Evan and Douglas at this point, and
Yes.
the scammer still has no clue, but we want this guy bad. So we have a game plan with my fake banking website. We are either going to try to get the scammer to authenticate his account by downloading the software through the website, so we create a pop-up that pops up in the scammer's account, or we're going to use our customer support channel to get the scammer to do it. We also reached out to a few hackers, so people that you know, like Jim Browning, Zero
Yes.
Day, Chappie, and we had a meeting
I
with
know
them and
them.
said, hey, look, this asshole has stolen over $1.3 million.
all right, we've bleeped arsehole, but not the F-bombs. Come on, guys.
What we had calculated at that point. And so what I do is I Photoshop this receipt from this Bitcoin ATM machine. I take an old picture that Douglas had taken, I Photoshop over that, and then I send that to Douglas. Douglas gives that to the scammer.
You know, if a scammer watches that part, by the way, I feel like they can pick up tips on how to Photoshop, because for the most part, their Photoshop is horrible. So be careful, guys.
What? And what was in the Photoshop was a fake QR code that would lead the scammer to download
I like
this
how they
software
blurred it,
onto
that's
their
good.
phone. And it had shown that the number was 1 digit off. And so what we want to do is convince the scammer that had gone to the wrong wallet, and the scammer had to contact customer service in order to do that, and they had to scan this barcode to verify their information. So we tried doing that, and the scammer wasn't trusting at all. In fact, he wouldn't click on the link, he wouldn't scan the QR code, and he ended up calling the customer service for the crypto ATM machine instead and told Douglas to reach out. At that point, we just said, look, we made a mistake, we transferred the money into the wrong wallet, and the money's gone. And we worked on Plan B. So Plan B was to use a site that we had built that was a fake banking website. And so this website, it works and acts and feels like a real website. You log in, you can create an account, you can set up money transfer.
Look. You're doing a good thing here. I get it. But I'm sorry if my bank had a website that had shapes flying all over the place. It looks like a PlayStation home screen. I'm not trusting that website. All right? So probably make the shapes stationary and it would be more believable. But it's good work. I appreciate it. Just, you know, the square in the bottom corner is really annoying. by me saying that, I know there's an insult where people call, you know, you're a square. So when I say the square in the bottom corner, I could be talking about me. It's a double entendre.
There's customer service, there's a customer service number. It works like a real
Look at the shapes, look at the circle.
So the next plan of attack was, look, we're gonna create a pop-up in the site to verify the information, and that was gonna download the software.
The one
because
cookie.
the scammer at this point had never clicked on the link, we knew
the one cookie. Just allow the one cookie. Not the cookies. The website builder in this instance, they were stingy with the cookies. You get one cookie. Editing H here. My neck. Oh, anyone else have like, whoa, sorry about that. But anyone else have like really sensitive skin that when you itch it, let's test it, right? Look at this. If I do that, let's give it a few seconds. Can you see it? Like turning red? I don't know if I should be concerned about that. But since young, I've had really sensitive skin. That's not the point of this. Except we could translate it into this by saying, hopefully we take such sensitivity and apply it into website building, because it's very not concerning. What the hell am I on about here? Basically, if the Catfish team, for example, when they pick up on the scammers' poor grammar, spelling mistakes, etc., if they are going to build a website to like hook, line, and sinker the scammers, right? Allow cookie. You know, we made a joke, haha, one cookie. Cookie. But in the grand scheme of things, your website has to be like immaculate. Because if a scammer had even half a brain, which more often than not they don't, but if they did, they'd be able to figure out, hey, allow cookie? That's a bit weird. Does that make sense? So it was an oversight. Just pointing it out, you know. That's the end of me.
we create this fake wire transfer from Evan to Douglas that has the name of our fake banking website on it.
Okay.
And the goal with that is to have Douglas give the scammer the login for this website because the scammer had already asked for it. And to our surprise, the scammer creates an account on our bank
It's not that smart.
So once Evan gets the money, he starts telling the scammer he's having issues with his bank. And to our surprise, the scammer tells Evan to use our bank website that Douglas had set up. And he ends up calling customer support. And guess who answers the phone?
Please wait while we connect you to the next available representative.
Let's go.
This is Kevin. How can I help you?
Oh,
so that means I need to download the app, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So all you do, so basically all you do is once you create a .com account, you verify information. Yeah. So it's really easy. You just upload an image and a driver's license, and you put your address in. Once that gets approved, what happens from there is you should get an email just saying, hey, look, you've been verified. From there, there'll be some download links, and so you can either verify an Android device or a laptop computer.
I want to make the point that, scammers themselves are actually so stupid, right? We sit here and like to poke fun at the victims, but the scammers might be worse because they epitomize it can't happen to me. Right? What's stupid? Stupid. How are you believing that website is real? Fair enough. You've managed to catch a scammer who's a fool, and good riddance. Get him in jail. Probably won't be in jail. As I'm recording this, he should be in jail, right? If this was filmed a while ago. Will he be in jail?
And then, so once you connect to though, you have to use your verified device. That's how we keep your account secure, so that nobody can get access to your account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Nice.
so if you don't, so basically, if I don't download the secured to my app, the secured thing to my app, I won't be able to send crypto to anybody, right?
Yeah, you can't. So that way, like nobody can log into your account and they can't like take your money out or send money, because we have users that deposit lots of, hundreds of thousands of dollars, $25,000, $50,000, and because of that, like we have to make sure the accounts are secure, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, I understand. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you need?
All right, Kevin.
Yeah. Did you need help setting up the account or?
Oh, no, I'll just do that. I'll just do that on my computer now. But if I need any help, I'll just put a call through.
Yeah, you can either call us back or send us an email.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
After I get off the phone with the scammer, I check my fake banking website, and sure enough, this scammer's created not one, but 2 accounts. And sure enough, the IP is linked back to Nigeria.
Oh, but there's also Portugal.
So now we have an IP address linked back to Nigeria. We have the scammer's voice, and we know they have kids because there were kids in the background. And we have all the digital wallets, the crypto wallets that we can do a KYC request with. We try to get the scammer to verify their phone, and the scammer starts to catch on. He tells Evan that it's a scam, it's a Chinese scam website, and not to use it, that he made a mistake. Evan tells him the money's lost and he can't get it to him, and the scammer messages support and basically says, "You're a scam, I'm gonna report you." And I respond back saying, "Tell me how, because you're the one that submitted a fake ID as a verification and logging in from a Nigerian IP, because we found out who you are."
Fair. But we're gonna do anything with that information, or? Sorry?
See, I have...
Well, he just wasn't speaking then, David. He wasn't speaking. I know. We're trying to keep certain information hush-hush, the name of the bank, etc. But that doesn't mean you just have to stop speaking. Some people want me to stop speaking. Maybe. Who remembers when I reacted to them mentioning me on the live stream and people in the comments were saying that the Catfish team themselves were talking too much, etc. Is that the way to combat it? Just don't even include audio. What now, guys? If you can't hear us talk, you can't say we're talking too much. Next April Fools, I'm going to release a 1-hour video of me talking, but there's no audio. I want to see who watches that. I'll probably forget by then, but it'll be funny. Maybe.
Money now, and I'm supposed to be giving her the information.
And I'm supposed to be walking around. I don't know what's the current filming time right now, but my ass is becoming symbiotic with this chair. So let's, everyone, or if you have this in the background and you're already doing something, continue doing that something. I'm going to go stand up and walk around. So, well, the magic of editing, it will just cut back to when I'm back. But stand up and walk around. Don't hurt your backs sitting down too much. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'm back now. How did they do that in the wall? Is that a light? Or is that a carving? Catfished. When I get my own place, I want to, carve herewithh into the wall. You think the landlord would like that?
My bank information so that she can have funds transferred to me.
Stop it,
I
Douglas.
find out that Douglas had gotten a wire transfer for $10,000 from somebody from Boston, and a $3,500 check from Ken, who had showed up at Evan's doorstep.
Who's Ken, man?
So I reach out to Douglas and have a conversation with him and say, "Hey, look, this is not your money. I get you've lost money, but let us give the money back to these people and make sure that they're not going to be scammed anymore."
So I'm out all of the money that I'm out.
Correct.
And we're trying to get the money back to the other people, but I may or may not see anything.
Okay, yep, great. Once again, no one's talking, so let's voice over this. Here we see, let's do David Attenborough style. Here we see some money being counted. The money is on the table. It's wild. What happens next? Oh, we see a wild...
If you're just discovering our content, or maybe you're a frequent viewer, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Go do that. And can you do that to this channel as well, please? Thank you very much. I would appreciate it immensely. Even if you don't like me, all right? Just leave a like, please. Just comment something. Tell me I'm a pig. I don't know. Just... please. All right, we're in Texas now. Everything's bigger in Texas, apparently. Never understood that saying, but... all right.
So we fly to Texas. I still don't know if Douglas is 100% that he's gonna give us the money. So I just talked to him before and he had questioned me about actually trying to keep the money. So we get to Texas.
Panera box. Love you guys, amazing trip.
And we finally meet Douglas in person.
I just want to make sure. I don't care. Yeah. Let's go down and get that money.
You want to come by this? Or yeah, I'll come and go by.
So we meet Douglas in the hotel room and he doesn't have the money on him. And so he's like, oh, I left it in my car. We go down to the lobby.
Yeah, he's not going to have it on him. I mean, what's the likelihood an elderly gentleman is going to be carrying around 15K in his pocket? Sorry. It's just, you know, it's not realistic, is it? I wouldn't. And I'm not fit as a fiddle, so forget I said anything.
Get this money out of the car.
He forgot his couple things.
I forgot some envelopes.
Oh my
that
God.
we needed to
He
grab
gave it
out
to
of there.
valet and everything.
Important envelopes.
What?
We want us to bring that car. No, tell me where it's at, and it's in the garage.
Yeah, because it's downtown. There is no parking.
Oh, okay.
So they must bring the car. We have like a few envelopes over there. We just need to grab it.
Okay.
Douglas. I just assumed he parked the car, but he gave valet a car with 15K just hidden in it. I'm not saying the valet are going to rob the car, but I've heard stories of valets doing all kinds of shit with your car. Oh, Douglas.
Okay, let me. I was hoping that it wasn't gone yet because I forgot to grab.
We can ask them. Can you guys grab that? We can grab it because it's gonna be easier for them.
And we just reassure him that he's doing the right thing. You know, this was a man that was talking to somebody online who lost $36,000 himself, and he wanted to keep this money because he had a beat up car. He didn't have a lot of money, but we reassured him that he's doing the right thing. And in the end, he agreed with us.
I've been in the military.
I want to pose the question, and this might open up a can of morality worms, but in Douglas's situation, are you giving back the money? Because you lost money, but if you give the money back, it's going to the other people who had their money stolen. But you might not ever see your money again. I asked the question to you, what would you do in this instance? Me? I'm giving the money back because, yeah, all right, I lost hefty amounts, but I'm not, well, I don't know Douglas's story. It would be very tempting if I just had no money left to keep it for myself, right? In all honesty, if I'm broke, down and out. But I'm presuming he's gonna have some money left. So I'd give it away back to the people. Because then at least it's off my conscience. Does that make sense? Let me know your thoughts. What would you do?
I have
I was a scout leader for 30, 40, 50 years almost. Sheriff's Department, search and rescue. I was an EMT. I'll tell you the story. She was in Houston. She's a gemologist is what she calls herself.
Not
and
the
she
stones.
sells gems and minerals. Went to Egypt and purchased some gold bricks and some opals. She showed me a picture of gold bricks because
Sorry, but I know he might not be technologically savvy, right? But is this genuinely the image that she sent? The quality of a potato. You took this with your microwave, Sharon? What the hell? It's very concerning, alright? I hope this image has just been zoomed into hell. But the gold bars also don't even look like normal gold bars. They look like doorstops. Someone has spray painted a doorstop and said, "Here, have a gold bar, mate. This is the worst Willy Wonka experience of my life. It's worse than the one that was in the UK recently, you fraud man." Allegedly. I have to say that. Media training.
Because she spent so much on the stuff, because it was more than what she anticipated, they wouldn't allow her out of the country unless she paid the tariffs.
Shut up.
This Allen person we talked to, that's the same story that he had.
Basically, they've been conversations about her getting her purchases out of Malaysia.
That's a different
and I've
person.
got a list of the items that she's bought. You know, totals basically $4 million.
I remember
And how long you been talking to?
A year, almost a year.
By the way, side note, if I'm correct, I think those are Jordan 5s on David's feet. A bit of a sneakerhead myself. We've got some taste here. I'm not sure if you've seen Drew on the live streams or not the live streams. Why has he got his feet on the stream? Oh goodness, that's a different type of stream, isn't it? But those little images on the community posts where Drew had like Noctas, I think they were. If anyone's a sneakerhead, you know what I'm talking about. Or, you know, you just heard me say Nocta and think, what is that, a phone company? But yeah, I like this. They got some style about them, man. And I've got no brain cells, apparently.
I was talking to her this morning. I'm supposed to transfer $3,500 and $5,000 today.
Shush.
I've helped her with the anticipation that she was going to pay me back.
Yes.
He lost $15,000.
At least.
And bank accounts and...
I'm on a fixed income. And so everything, I had to go out of my way to get stuff. Yeah.
I repeat it a lot. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Being on a fixed income, I said earlier he might have some money left. I mean, he still might, but now I know his situation a bit more. Being on a fixed income, and he's said himself going out of his way to get the money to her, to do this, that, whatever. That's not the way to live life, guys. I know you might be doing it out of love, we'll say, or lust in many occasions. Or maybe in this case, it might be, oh, you'll get your money back in tenfold, right? But they have mentioned it being a romance scam, so you're doing it out of love, lust. Don't do it to yourself. No love, I'm sorry, is worth being out of pocket for 15 grand. And I'm gonna assume you never video called or anything. Please save yourself immense amount of headache and just keep your money to yourself, all right? Even if you know the person in person, shock, and you're together for a while even then, probably consider, am I able to even give 15K? That's a hefty amount, bro. Please, just look after yourselves.
My truck is ready to be foreclosed on They're ready to repossess it because I haven't been able to make payments.
See?
The payments are like $500 or $600. After I went and got all of these payday loans and everything else, I got to where I wasn't able to pay all of the bills and be able to do anything.
And then, so Evan's like, hey, look, I have these different people I'm actually sending money to. You know, one's Ken. I think he's close to me. But literally the week that I started talking to Douglas, he got 2 deposits, one for $10,000
and one for $3,500.
Now he knows that he was being scammed, right? And so we want people to know, like, I mean, he was a victim. Like, he wasn't trying to help out. Like, I mean, you were a victim in this, and you were trying to just help this person out, or what you thought was helping this person out. Douglas has $13,500 cash that he's brought to us. I mean, he's unfortunately in a tough spot, you know, trying to get back on his feet, but he's, you know, kept this money for the last 3 weeks so that he can give it.
I've had it at least 3 weeks.
Yeah. And so what we're gonna do with the money, we're gonna go and actually physically hand this money back, and we'll send you a video of it, you know? And so you can feel good about this and be like, okay, look, I was scammed, but at least I'm kind of
doing the right thing.
Yeah.
This is the right thing to do, and that's.
And Douglas, it's because of your heart is so big and so pure. Not a lot of people will do that. You can tell that you're a good person, and even you financially struggling, you know that this money belongs to another victim, and you have guts to return that money.
I'll be honest, like if I was in Douglas' situation, being behind my car, being in debt,
being late on bills.
Yeah, like, you know, there's the right thing to do, and he's doing the right thing here.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. These people are going to appreciate it, and
the person we give the money back to, they're gonna know that, and we're gonna tell them that. And
yeah,
that it came from you, 100%.
So let's count the money. Let's just verify everything, and then we'll change it into like a cashier's check, so we're just not walking around with
absolutely.
$13,500 on us. I have a question for you, Douglas. Is there any way that we could get that phone or buy that phone off you?
Sure.
Okay.
It's an iPhone 13.
Okay, I'll get you an iPhone 15. And at that point, I knew I had to keep this phone because there's too much information on this phone. And if we were going to get this to law enforcement, and if we were to actually...
I remember there was the other guy, forgot his name, but they bought his... Was it Mike? Was it Mike, that sack of piss that his wife was dying of cancer and he just couldn't give a shit, apparently. Yeah, I think it was. Where they bought his phone off of him for $1,000. You better offer Douglas $5,000 for this phone. Otherwise, that's concerning. So let's see, actually.
Able to track down the scammer and try to get access to the scammer, I needed this information off the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to start counting this.
Those should be in groups of 10, so it should be 1,000.
I mean, I'm looking, and it's realistically 1 full year of her like bossing you around. Like,
yeah,
go
more or
here,
less.
Do this, take this money out,
More or less.
Create this account.
More or less, yeah.
You know,
I'll really feel relieved when all of this is over.
Of course.
You know, like I said, I could keep all of that money, and I would almost be even with what I've lost.
Oof.
I feel better doing things the legal way.
Yeah, the right way.
You know?
Well, that's why it's a huge honor and it's huge respect
enough,
to you doing that.
Give him $5,000
so we're in the hotel
phone.
room. Ashton is counting the money after Douglas counted the money, just to make sure we had everything there. And then we're trying to figure out who's gonna carry this money around until we get it back to these victims, because it's cash. I start going through the phone and these messages, and I get to a transaction, and it's one of the first transactions Douglas sent. Is this a $247,000 transfer?
Yeah.
You sent $247,000 transfer to them?
They sent me a check.
For $250,000?
Yeah, and I transferred it.
We've done a lot of these cases, but this scammer was so ballsy, I was blown away. Because Eugene sent you a lot, we're gonna go see him.
Yeah, Eugene has like a lot, like big numbers. Holy.
Over in Massachusetts, we're gonna go. The
yeah, that's the one that we need to return back money.
But there was a $28,000 check.
Really? Is it necessary, you pigs? Huh? If somehow that exact person driving past watches this video, I hope you stub your toe. Yeah? I hope. I hate when people drive unnecessarily loud. What are you trying to prove? You pig.
Calm yourself, boy. You are acting hysterical.
Get a grip of yourself. Tangent? Anyone else hate that? What are you're not at some F1 racing, right? Relax.
$18,000 check, $10,000 right here. Like,
$240K, man.
Eugene has lost an insane amount of money, and that's $250,000. Are they coming after you for taxes? Has the IRS come to
No,
you?
not yet. Not that I
Not
know.
yet.
So
Goodness.
there's things that we can help you out with and things we can't, but you accepting this amount of money might raise some red flags with the IRS.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm doing this.
Oh,
okay,
what?
let's
I
see
don't
if
think
I
this
can
kind of
find
helps
the.
you in that situation, Douglas.
What was it? What did they say? The $250,000.
There it is, right there.
We gotta catch this guy.
Wow. How did you transfer that away?
That amount of money.
I don't think Douglas right now truly understands the amount of shit that he's put himself in. He seems very just like couched back, like, yeah, I'm doing good things. I'm giving 13K back. My brother, all the taxman's gonna come for you, not in a good way.
Why, is it a wire? What is it? You certainly can't do that on an app like CatFish.
Why? 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 Huh? God, man.
Don't know, but that was one of the first ones.
Oh my God.
I start going through the phone
that's
and
one
these
of the
messages
first,
and start looking at all these wire transfers, all these cryptocurrency transfers.
And this is a $50,000 one right before that?
Probably.
So,
does he not have anyone in his life that he would have mentioned this to? It's concerning. Really, it's upsetting, man. Like sometimes, a lot of the times we like to make jokes and poke fun, but at the end of the day, I do care about these people. Most of them. I need to preface most of them. All right. Some of them, goodness, some of them, I don't care that they've been scammed. But it's so sad seeing cases like Douglas. I'm not sure we're even gonna delve too deep into it, where, we start figuring out his life story and, the usual episodes, how they are. It's just sad, man. Whoa! Another interjection by Editing H, looking like an absolute mess. I tell you what else is a mess. Loneliness. Please, if you are in a position and you are still having, English? You do still have, for example, your parents around, maybe your grandparents around. Please do spend as much time as with them as possible. I know things can get hectic, you have work, etc. But look, I don't know how good advice this is, because at the end of the day, we have to make money, pay the bills, but your job will replace you. Do you know what I mean? You cannot replace your loved ones. So please spend as much time as possible with them, and make sure if they are lonely, hey, take them out. You know what I mean? If you're able to, and they are able to, go out, maybe go somewhere that they like. Maybe they can meet someone in person, because doing things online, as we can see here, I know there's a lot of good stories out there in the comments as well. Shout out to all you guys who have had good experiences online. But look how bad it is for everyone else, especially the ones impacted by loneliness. Hefty. I've mentioned there, doesn't Douglas have anyone he could mention this to? Again, I'm assuming he's got children or something that he could have spoke to. But I don't know his story. He might not have anyone. And that's depressing even more, AF, right? Please, if you're able to, spend time with your loved ones. This is going down some proper sad, but my grandmother, for example, Nene, we say Nene in Turkish culture. I used to speak to her pretty much every day on, what do they call that, WhatsApp video call. The irony, right? Video call, and they don't video call anyway. if you haven't noticed, I use humor as a coping mechanism. But anyway, I used to speak pretty much every day because she was in, obviously, Cyprus. And I'm scared of flying. And I kind of regret now that I didn't take as many trips as probably I should have. But I was scared of flying, and then she got ill. She couldn't fly over, right? How am I trying to say here? Basically, although I did spend a lot of time speaking to her over the phone, it's just not the same, you know? And she helped my mum raise me whenever she could, of course. And yeah, I mean, look, pretty much the basis of my rambling here is to spend as much time as possible with your loved ones whilst they are still here, especially the ones who you think are lonely. You can never know if someone's lonely, but then obviously just to ask them, hey, you know, communicate, be open. We're human beings. We see a lot of these people, they're lonely. We need social, so please speak to them. And I know most of the time I say, you know, a lot of us are lonely and we don't end up doing this. But shock horror, I do care about these people, right? Most of them, again, I must preface. But yeah, loneliness coupled with obviously the elder generation in that we so often see, in particular this episode, it's like all older men. Loneliness coupled, I don't know, loneliness and old age, what, does it impact loneliness more? I don't know. But I'm not saying it's just older people who get scammed, by the way. So many young people get scammed. I've rambled for 4 minutes. There was basically, please, as much as you can, spend time and communicate with your loved ones whilst they are still here. Back to the video.
This is an amazing guy. You know, we sat down, you know, I freaking love Douglas. He's a handful, but he's a genuine person. He's a super nice person.
240K is a handful as well.
We found out that, you know, his whole life he had served others, you know, and he was really trying to help this person out that he was talking to that he thought was stuck, you know, overseas. Unfortunately, he's, you know, a gullible person. He even admits it. But I really like him, and he has a really good heart. And, you know, it's amazing that he had this money and he was able to give it to us to give back to these.
I'd let him keep the microphone at that point. Yeah, sell the microphone as well, Douglas. God. I really hope they gave him like $5,000 for the phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was in their position and I had the financial resources, I'm giving thousands for the phone. Do you know? Especially if I gave, well, I wouldn't give Mike any money, but they gave him. But anyway, that's not the point.
People, most people probably.
Hopefully Douglas is well, back on his feet. You know, someone in here as well is being
like,
a pig.
You've heard of like Pandora's box, right?
Yeah.
It's like we just keep opening up another Pandora's box, another Pandora's box, another Pandora's box. But we have to stop this Eugene guy because he's sending money right now. He just sent $10,000 like a week or 2 weeks ago.
So
why is Douglas's name spelled like that? Doug Lass. Scottish people, lass, you know, women.
So Operation Texas complete. We go back to California with $13,500 in cash, and I go convert it into cashier's checks to give back to these victims. And we came up with a game plan. We're gonna notify all the victims. We're gonna stop all the money that's coming to the scammer, and we're gonna still try to hack their phone on top of all the other stuff that we've done, and get everything over to law enforcement to get this person arrested. Because we didn't have a lot of time and we were traveling a lot, the team had to split up. So Art and Ashton, they go to Folsom, California to go give this money back and then meet with Evan. Brianne goes with Douglas, and my brother's in Boston area, and they go to find out who this Eugene guy is and give him this $10,000 check back. And I stay behind working to hack the scammer's phone with 0 Day, Chappie, and Jim Browning.
That's our squad, you know.
So travel day, the day that we left San Diego and flew into Boston.
Oh my. John Cena is from Boston, Massachusetts. Don't they speak in a certain way, like Garfy? Or is that New York? Am I thinking of? I wish you couldn't see me when I was doing that, because that was shit joke, rubbish, poo.
Just landed in Boston. We arrived about 4 p.m. and we were waiting for Douglas to meet us at the airport. Hello, I'm Brienne.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Doug.
It was great meeting him. We had about an hour and a half of travel from the airport to Eugene's house. On our way to visit Eugene, and hopefully he will talk to us and we'll be able to give him his $10,000 check back.
So does Eugene know that that she's scamming him?
We don't know that. We haven't spoken to Eugene.
Oh.
We're gonna meet him together.
Oh.
Oh, his ears perked up now.
It's this one. I looked at it on Google. So the whole objective was to get there as early as possible so that we can connect with Eugene. We didn't want to get there too late, but unfortunately, because his flight was delayed, we got there about after 9 p.m. You know, just as a precaution, I did have my brother-in-law meet me there as like a bodyguard, just to make sure everything goes smooth. So when we arrived to the house, we noticed there were 2 doors. Okay.
Bro, don't just open the door, guys. What the hell?
There might not be anybody home, but who knows?
Bro, but it's 9 p.m.
I hear
I'm not
voices.
opening the door. Okay.
I hear somebody. It sounds like, or they have the TV on. We saw all the lights were on in the home. Nobody was answering the door.
Bro, it's 9 p.m.
Because all the lights are on, the TV's on. Let's try.
But at least it's less intimidating seeing Douglas and Brienne than Art and David. So perhaps I'd open the door.
See what we can do there. So we
Whoa.
regrouped and decided, you know
Cover
what,
up
let's
there.
just try to hit this early in the morning. And so we had to come back.
I think you should leave a letter on the door.
Mm-hmm.
It should be, hey Eugene, we stopped by. I don't know if you were sleeping. If you can call me back, it's important, Brienne.
Okay. We figured that we would leave a note on the door.
Okay.
All right, well, let's see if he calls us back. I mean, we'll just come back tomorrow anyway, but fingers crossed.
The next morning. Oh, Douglas is having
I didn't receive a call from Eugene last night, so maybe he hasn't left his house.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I mean,
We'll
how
see what
would
happens.
Douglas know? He was in the hotel, I'm assuming.
When we got to the door, I noticed that my note and the brochure was still in the screen. So we knocked on the door and he answered the door.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, are you Eugene?
What?
Are you Eugene?
Yes.
Hi, Eugene. My name's Brienne.
Oh my goodness.
Me and my husband, we own a YouTube channel by the name of CATFISHED.
Bro.
And we have people that come to us looking for help. They've been romance scammed online.
Is he naked? Like, and he's just got a shirt on? Lift my eyes, goodness. Why do I keep going there? I need everyone to understand that if you're going to answer the door, I know you're home, right? But put some, like, trousers on or some shit. Don't open the door in just your shirt or something. I don't know if they've blurred it. And he is wearing shorts and it's just a precaution. But it's quite concerning.
They've been romance scammed online.
Bro, lift.
And
Turn the camera
we
off.
feel that you may be caught up in something
was.
of some sort. Yeah.
You gotta let me put something else on.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
For some reason, I'm looking waist up and I'm seeing clothes. I'm seeing a shirt. And then after that, just, yeah. Anyway.
Like, I know he's elderly. But come on. Who answers the door half naked?
Okay.
Oh, Eugene.
Do you mind if we chat for a minute?
Come on in.
All right, thank you.
Just make sure Eugene sits with his legs down and, you know, close up the hole that the robe probably is going to leave. Jesus, man. What
I received one of your checks.
He's rich, huh? Then he's got 3 like armchairs that look like they recline and do massages.
I'm Douglas Hickman.
Oh, yes, you did.
And
Yeah.
So, you want to sit down?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Difficulties. I'm a disabled veteran.
Okay.
So am I.
Why we are here today
Thank
is
goodness he's
it
crossed
looks
his
like
legs.
Douglas has been involved in a romance scam as well, and so he had been receiving funds, and some of those funds have been from you. Do you know who Douglas is?
I've never met him. Are you?
No, we've never met, but I've received at least one check from you.
Yeah.
Look, this is, I don't know if this is a tangent, but it's relevant, kind of. I need Douglas to join the team permanently, all right? The way he's just taking control right now, I love it. Every bit of it. Get in there, Douglas. Imagine me and Douglas, head of the UK division. I'm telling you, it's Batman and Robin. Douglas is Batman, I'm Robin. I'll gladly take over the secondary position if Douglas is my senior. Please, make it happen, Catfish team. Me and Douglas. What would we call ourselves? Here with D&H, I guess.
For $10,000.
I remember your name.
For
Yeah.
$10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And today we would like to.
Yeah, we would like to give you the check back.
We would like to return the money to you.
I also wanted to like get a little bit of the background, like who you were talking to online, and see if we can connect these dots, because just so you know.
Look, just so you know, I said before Douglas was couch back, sat back in that couch, doesn't look like he cares. This Eugene genuinely seems like he doesn't care. Now, he's crossed his legs, thankfully, because I wanted him to anyway. But he's like, looking at the place, right? I think he's well off, regardless. Like, I saw, was it 300K he received or sent out? Whatever the case might be. Goodness, how much is that clock right there? Crystal clock. Good, get that as a prize in the Crystal Maze, I tell you that much.
This is a huge scam, and we've been following it since last year. We visited a man in Kansas City.
Yeah, Alan.
And you said you have a check of mine?
Yes.
Well, actually, I cashed the check, gave them the cash, and they have made a check out
Go on, Douglas.
For the $10,000 because the person that I was involved with, they would.
This is unusual. Okay, I'll tell you my story. I
What's
lost my
unusual?
wife for 40 years last September.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rest in peace.
And then within a month after she passed, I said to myself, I can't sit here moping around. I got to find a woman. Well, I joined that match, and the next thing you know, I have someone who says they're a woman.
Well, yes, someone who says they're a woman, correct. I know everyone grieves differently. And I know everyone is different in terms of the amount of time that they need to grieve before moving on with their life. However, I don't know his whole story, but from that comment there, him saying it was a month and then he just couldn't be, he needed a woman. I don't want to say I understand. I mean, I get it, right? At his age, obviously after that long especially, you're going to miss the presence of someone, especially living together. You're going to miss it naturally. I understand that. But I say it a lot as well. I feel like he went onto online dating for the sole need to just plug the hole, plug the presence of someone there. It didn't matter who it was going to be. And it's unfortunate that he met a scammer. Please, again, please understand. I'm not naive to the fact everyone grieves differently. A month for him might feel like a million years for someone else. But please make sure that if you are going to go back and find another relationship, that it's for the right reasons. Because I'm not sure you, I don't know, essentially craving the presence of someone is a good enough reason to go and look for a relationship. Hello all, Editing H here. You're probably sick of seeing Editing H, but that's just life. This is night 2 of editing this video. Work, life, it's mental. Don't lose track, you pig. I want a pig, speaking of pig, eh? Watching this part back with Mr. Pantsless, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? We keep it real here. At this point in the video, I'm knackered, right? If you don't know what knackered means, I'm tired, shattered, I'm like glass, right? Because obviously I'd finish work and then sit down to film. Obviously, usually the episodes are like 20 minutes. By now, I don't even know how far I am into the recording, but I was so tired. So I don't think I fully grasped what he said. I'm gonna keep the sentiment. Everyone grieves differently, right? Yeah, great. However, 40 years. I'm gonna move on after 1 month. It can't be just me, Editing H, who has a bit more energy than Recording H. It can't be just me that thinks, hold on a second here. Are you looking for genuine love? Are you looking for someone just to fill the presence that your partner left? Or are you looking for someone to take care of you? Huh? Mr. Pantsless? Tell me that. Huh? Dodgy. Hey? Very dodgy. Other than Douglas, I think everyone in this has been poo. Shit. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. But genuinely, this scam, this web, has caught some real nasty insects, hasn't it? Alan, the alleged, I thought she was behind me in the fire. 2 weeks later, he moved on. This guy loses his wife after 40 years. 1 month. Oh, this is 2 weeks more than Alan. Genuinely, I can't stress to you all enough, and you probably know already, some of these victims, my, it might be harsh to say that they deserve it. So I'm gonna say that I don't care that they've been scammed. Way to disrespect your partner. Back to the video.
Contacting me, it was a welcome thing. I fell right into it.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you what the name that they use?
Lisa Johnson. It claimed to be a rare stone collector.
Yes.
Her mother originated this stone collection business, and her mother passed away, and so she took over it. And all she needed to do was pay off this or pay off that, and she'd wind up being able to come here.
The first guy that we spoke to, Alan, I think the woman he spoke to is Lisa Johnson. After talking to him for a little bit, it sounds like he's talking to someone with the same exact name as the person that was scamming Alan, so there's somewhat of a connection there.
The alleged.
But he did confirm that he is not talking to the same woman in the images as Douglas and Evan.
I had a policeman come to my door the other day, and he came in, and we sat down, and he told me that this was a scam, and that he had gotten, that the reason he was at the house was because he got a call from a policeman in the Midwest someplace.
Okay.
Asking him to come to visit me.
Wow. This is a huge web.
So good.
Yes.
A huge web is a
Yes.
good word for it.
Yes.
A huge web is what they've got here.
Yeah. We flew Douglas out here so he can explain a little bit of how he's a part of the story, and so he came out here with us as well.
Well, like I said, for the majority of it, I'm the mule. I'm the one that takes his stuff and
moves it.
Moves
and
it,
move
yeah.
to-
I get it.
Yeah.
And
I
so
get it.
Money mule.
thinking about it and having had it done to me, you know, I'm glad to give back.
Yeah.
I appreciate your honesty. I don't know what else to say to you to express my appreciation and my thoughts. I'm sorry that you lost money too.
It was nice being able to give Eugene some of his money back. You can tell Eugene had some trust in us and felt comfortable after that. And so it was really great to be able to deliver that to him in person. And at the same time, Trilogy delivering the $3,500 check back to Ken in Sacramento. So it was really great to tag team and collab with Trilogy on this.
Excited to meet Evan, excited to connect more dots for the Allen case, and most
Ken?
excited that we have an opportunity to return money
What's
to a
Ken?
victim. That is a
Like-
very rare occurrence for us. It's hard as hell to do. We're going to be giving Ken his money back today, and it's not going to make him whole, but I'm hoping it brings a smile and helps him recover just a little bit of what he's been through. So should we try to get Ken here?
Dead Space. Make us whole again.
Sooner than later, so we can get that done.
I've talked to Ken this morning. He said he'll be here at noon.
So here today, we're going to give Ken back what he sent, his
Bro, who
portion,
is
which was
Ken?
35. And I know that's not everything he lost, but that last payment that we were able to intercept before it was sent to the
I know
scammer.
that's what Ken says.
So-
I'm here to drop off some money. No, Ken.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah.
Hey, Ken.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Oh, my name is Art.
Ken.
My name is
Ashton.
Art and Aston, huh?
Art and Ashton, nice to meet you. And you already met these handsome gentlemen.
We hunt down scammers. We try to get to the bottom of it. We try to figure out who's stealing money. And one thing leads to another, and that's what led us to Evan.
Well, all my money has gone to him.
Do they know each other? What the hell is
Great,
this?
Evan. This is it.
So except for the last one that went to Douglas.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that Douglas, you've already talked to Douglas.
We met him,
And he has the money that I had sent to him.
Yeah. If you had to guess, if you don't mind sharing, how much they've taken from you.
About 75.
These crime organized people, they living a freaking life in Nigeria. They're freaking kings.
They're making millions.
Yeah, they're flying private jets. Like they just, they having vacations in Dubai every single weekend.
But we had a very rare opportunity with this.
That's what pisses me off the most, by the way. Like, I might not show it because we all know scams are bad, right? But that's the part that drives me the most insane. And it's why I urge everyone to please do not send anyone money online. Us, we don't live the best, right? Perhaps maybe someone watching this, you are living great, lavish. Kudos to you. Send me some money, please. But for the most part, I'm assuming most of us, we just day to day, we're just living our life, trying our best. And these bastards are stealing money. They're living lavish, shoving caviar in their dirty mouths, sitting there on their laptops with their shit-stained boxers. Please, before you send money to anyone, it doesn't matter if you think it can't happen to you, you can't get scammed, etc. Before you press send, in your head, just imagine one bastard sitting there laughing with his finger up his ass, ear to ear, at how he's about to scam the shit out of you. And just imagine he's going to use that money in the club, at a bar, private jet to Dubai, live lavish, whilst you are then going to turn around back to your life, miss car payments, get a loan on your house because you can't afford mortgage, for example. Please just imagine that before you send anyone any money.
Particular scam when we found Douglas and we were able to talk to him. He's a great guy. He's got a huge heart.
Facts.
He's a character. We were actually able to get him to understand the reality. And it was shortly thereafter that he received 2 more payments. One was from a gentleman in Maryland or Massachusetts, and one was from you. And so we were able to talk to him, and thankfully he had not given that to the scammer yet. He's financially pretty screwed up over this. He's sent hundreds of thousands of dollars through him. He says, I can't even afford to make the payments on my beat up truck right now. He's like, I'm having a really hard time. So it would have been very easy for him to want to take that money for himself and try to repair. But he's a good guy, and he wants to do the right thing. And thankfully, we were able to intervene and show him the truth before that happened. So thanks to Douglas, and thanks to the work of Social Catfish and all of our collaborations with Trilogy Media, and Evan, absolutely. And this is in no way going to repair everything that you lost. But we were able to stop that $3,500, and we have it for you. Okay. We have a check, cashier's check. This is the money back to you with your name on it. And that's just a little something to
He looks like he
express our gratitude for you opening your eyes, coming to talk to us.
I told Ashton this morning when we flew from Los Angeles, I was like, look, I don't know how much exactly money Ken lost in this scam. And I was like, look, even if we can bring back, like if we can stop $1 that did not end up being in the scammer's hand, I was like, that's a victory. I know now how much you lost. And I know it's not equivalent of this gigantic, but honestly, he's gonna buy less jewelry for himself, and he like maybe not gonna go to Dubai this weekend because that
exactly this weekend, right? Don't get me wrong, incredible stuff that they're doing here, but I mean, Ken didn't look like he cared, right? He didn't look like he gave an ounce of an F that he got 3,500 back. You want to ship it over to me, Ken? How about that? I'd love it. Shocking I haven't made a Barbie joke yet, but can't really think of one other than, I don't know, Ken was singing in the movie. He's not singing anyone praises here. Not a thank you, nothing.
This scammer, so this $3,500 check,
assuming he will say thank you at some
came
point.
back to you.
And we could have mailed it to you, but it means more to us to be able to meet you and just hand it over to you. And so hopefully that helps a little bit.
Yeah, every little bit helps, but I appreciate it.
Okay, well,
I'm glad that we,
that's kind of a thank you, I guess.
in this critical life drama experience situation, we still can, laugh. And I know a lot of tears been,
Yes, I lost 300K.
a lot of stress, a lot of stuff, but
thank you for being brave and coming here. And
I mean, look, guys, we've blurred the cameraman's face there, right? I'm assuming it was Devon, because earlier when he wasn't blurred, it looked like Devon. If no one knows, I've spoke to Devon about collabing with the team. If also you didn't watch the live stream where they spoke about me, shout out Catfish team. Shout out everyone as well for even like getting me out there. TT going global and them things there. If you're new here, you have no idea what TT is, but it's probably best that I don't say what it is, because I'm not sure what kind of supporter you might be. You might not be a supporter and you hear what TT is and then, I don't know, go tell YouTube or something. Anyway, but once again, it's the little inconsistencies. He wasn't blurred before, but now he's blurred. It just makes it look a bit strange, right? But it's not a big deal.
Coming to see him in the first place. Otherwise, we may not have even found you.
All right.
It's another piece to the puzzle, and on to the next step.
So Operation Evan Douglas, case closed. We were able to stop all the people that were sending money to the scammer. We got the scammer's voice on the phone. We got the scammer's IP address, and we know that it's in Nigeria. We got a couple hits on it.
Okay.
And we were able to get all the crypto wallets that had money sent to it.
So is anything going to happen to the scammer? Or
And so we're getting this information over to law enforcement to work on getting an arrest in Nigeria.
Thanks for watching. Remember, all of our new videos...
Okay. I like that. I don't, actually, because I don't know what's being said. Bro. Probably the most crucial part, right? 2 weeks later, there was an update, and I heard nothing.
So he called my bank. Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Why are you hanging up on us?
Hello?
Is this Sharon?
Hello?
Sharon?
Hello? Sorry, you got the wrong number.
Oh, you know it's not the wrong number. Let's have a real conversation because I have $25,000.
Oh my God.
You see, he's playing games. Yeah. Sharon, my ass.
Was this in the live stream?
Sharon.
Wow. I swear it was. Bro! I haven't. Well, we're just gonna assume.
Yeah, I don't know any. I have dealt with somebody in Nigeria, but none of those names.
How many phones does David have, by the way? I saw he had a gold one, then he had a blue one. Now he's got a black one with like gold, whatever the hell you'd call it on it. Weird attachments. Looks like something out of Deus Ex. Shout out Adam Jensen, by the way. He'd be able to catch these scammers, no doubt. But yeah, it's really, it's not upsetting because I'm not going to cry about it, right? I'm going to live my life at the end of the day. But it's a bit upsetting, I will say, that some of these parts, I can't even hear what's being said. That's unfortunate.
That's amazing.
Who's the person in Nigeria that you're dealing with?
It's a banker. Please, I cannot go into it now, but I'd be very happy to have a planned conversation with you.
Bro, I don't know what's being said. This is concerning. Did I get like a faulty version of the video? What's going on here? Anyone else in the original, if you've watched the original, getting this? Or am I losing my head? And sometimes I just can't hear what David's saying. Yeah, that's bad.
Thanks for watching. Remember, all of our new videos go out every Wednesday
taste.
at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. See you guys next week.
All right. You will see me next week. Don't you worry about that. But then also, what happened to the episodes in the live stream that you said were coming out every Saturday? I need them. Whoa! You thought that was the ending. But au contraire, have I got something for you. Very special. And it's not the fact that I'm just wearing something different. You can see in the corner there, it says endingexport.mov. That's not me, is it? I've actually been in contact with Drew after, of course, recording the initial reaction where there was, we'll say, technical issues with the audio, right? You just because my ears are huge, right? Or in spite of that, actually, because they are huge, you can't pull a fast one on me. I know when audio is missing. So, Drew got in contact and he sent me this, which is the ending, shock horror, and said, here you go. Please, and I said, hey, can I react to this then? And I'll add it in. And he said, no worries. So that's what we're doing because we didn't hear David, as you just saw. Couldn't hear him. What happened? We don't know. However, I'm assuming that the new version is going to be up on their channel. So, I mean, if you do want to watch without me babbling on, then of course you can watch the new one. Hopefully the mistakes are gone. And David is speaking, not just miming. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be like a sneak peek, because you've probably already seen the new ending by now. But if you haven't, then we're going to see it together. So thank you, Drew. Much love to say. You know how surreal that is? Like exclusive. Hey, here you go. I feel like a celebrity. Okay, let's get into this.
It's another piece to the puzzle, and on to the next step.
Yes, I
So
remember
Operation Evan Douglas, case closed. We were able to stop all the people that were sending money to the scammer. We got the scammer's voice on the phone.
Okay.
We got the scammer's IP address, and we know that it's in Nigeria. We got a couple hits on it.
Wasn't this already in the other one? Or am I bugging now? Because it's actually a day later than when I filmed this. So, he said this, right?
And we were able to get all the crypto wallets that had money sent to it, and over $1.3 million that was sent. And so we're getting this information over to law enforcement to work on getting an arrest in Nigeria.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, we heard
Remember,
this bit.
all of our new videos...
Oh, is this bit coming? There you go. All right, now we're going to hear if he speaks.
So at this point, we literally have everything we need to crack this case and get law enforcement involved.
Okay.
But the nail in the coffin was after our live where we tried to confront the scammer with Trilogy Media.
Yes.
So we called my bank.
I remember this bit.
Hello?
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 Why are you hanging up on us?
Hello?
Is this Sharon?
Hello?
Sharon?
Scammers drive me nuts,
Sorry,
by
you
the
got
way.
the wrong number.
Oh, you know it's not the wrong number. Let's have a real conversation because I have $25,000.
Oh my God. You see? He's playing games.
Yeah. Okay.
Sharon, my ass. Sharon.
Okay, so now Drew speaks again.
The scammer freaks out, messages Douglas, and tells him to send money to a guy named Mike in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know any. I have dealt with somebody in Nigeria, but none of those names. That's amazing.
Who's the person in Nigeria that you're dealing with?
It's a banker. Please, I cannot go into it now, but I'd be very happy to have a planned conversation with you.
So after talking to Mike, we get a name, we get an address,
okay,
we get a bank account.
I can't remember
ties
this.
Back to the scammer in Nigeria. Case closed.
Oh, fair play.
Thanks for watching. Remember, all of our new videos go out
Tuesday.
every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. See you guys next week.
You'll see me next week. And that's the end of it. So, please, I didn't make this up, by the way. Genuinely, Drew sent this to me. Obviously, I can't go back because then it would show his email. I'm not sure if he wants his email out there. I don't want my email out there. But, well, there you go. Did you enjoy that? I mean, there wasn't too much, realistically, that we missed, other than the fact that they got the scammer's bank details, etc. So fair play. And of course, fair play to Drew and the Catfish team. You've just saw how I am, right? Because I want the best. I love these guys, right? What they do is incredible. And for all the support that they've shown me, it's incredible. So I'm going to call it down the middle. Do you know what I mean? I don't get anything from kissing ass. So it's just how it's going to be always and forever. Don't you guys worry about that. You're going to get me as me. No cosplaying here. What am I on about? I forgot something I was going to say. I'll remember it eventually. Right. Fair play to them for obviously sending me the corrected version, or the ending anyway. And fair play for them correcting their mistakes. I'm assuming they're going to re-upload it to the channel. So, all in all, was it that much of a special ending? Probably not. It's a good thing I phrased it that way and didn't say happy ending, because, well, I'm hot AF right now. But that's more so because for some reason, I'm wearing this. Again, thank you to Catfish. Thank you to Drew for sending this to me, because it kind of adds like a cool little spin on things. Like, my reaction is going to have the version where you can't hear David. Or probably someone else also has that version if they recorded it on the day, like I did. Speedy little demon I am, Speedy Gonzalez. But anyway, take care, everyone. All right? Now I'm going to throw it back to yesterday's H with the original recording so that he can outro it but I think he mentions the editing mistakes. So excuse past H, because they've been corrected since then. Does that make sense? Bye, everyone, and hello to the other H. The main take point. Let's analyze this, shall we? First of all, I'm not sure if I've spoken much, paused much, rambled much as before, because given the length of this episode, I wanted to let it run a bit more, just for the fact that it's a lot different to the other episodes where, for the most part, we know what's gonna happen, right? So I like to have a bit of fun, but in this one, I tried to not pause it as much, just to let it run. So, I mean, I didn't even know what was gonna go on. So, and then before someone says, actually, you still paused too much, you prick. All right, relax, all right? Calm the hell down, please. Get a grip of yourself. I'm not sure if I even said that during this episode. That's shameful of me. But the beginning, I had no idea what was going on, because I very much think we were looking at parts from the previous episode. Second, I mean, there was no real follow-up with Alan himself. Probably for the best, because really didn't want to see that alleged wife. Oh, I don't want to say it, but rest in peace once again. I cannot emphasize that enough. I hope she's resting so peacefully. Oh, really pisses me off, that guy, even just thinking back on it. Anyway, the Evan and the brother, you know, people who, if I'm not mistaken, do taxes, but they just apparently think it's okay to be sending money to other people, even despite, actually. I take back what I said about, oh, you know, I'll give you some leeway, I'll cut you some slack. Because even if you were involved with someone who supposedly you could get, you know, increased income from sending it to different clients or whatnot. We didn't really get the full story, but, you know, as someone who would basically be an accountant, do someone's taxes, you own businesses, I'm reluctant to believe that you didn't know what you were doing was wrong. And anyway, moving on again. Douglas is a legend. Eugene needs to answer the door wearing trousers. Or something, at least. Goodness, that's a sight I will not be forgetting quickly, despite me wanting to. And second of all, I say second of all as if I haven't mentioned about 69 things. But lastly, please don't send anything to anyone, right? Just imagine the scammer living life whilst you are struggling. And I'm pretty sure it will put you off. Now, to the Catfish team. Thank you for everything that you do. I know you guys sometimes watch the videos, maybe even most of the videos that pertain your videos. Because David said himself in the live stream, sometimes you like to listen to what I have to say. Ooh. How can I... What am I saying here? Immense gratitude for what you guys do. Immense gratitude for shouting me out, for example. Really means a lot, genuinely. I don't think we've, well, got to the bottom of the story, we'll say. So I'm hoping that we get another one, hopefully with an update. Look, I know editing sometimes is a pain, right? And me, myself as well, shit happens, right? You know, whatever happens. What am I on about here? Like, shit happens. Sometimes an audio messes up, etc. But given how long this must have taken to edit, plus the fact you have a team to help out on the edits, maybe this instance, it was just Drew. I don't know, right? But from what I do know, they have mentioned that there is a team, they've hired people, etc. This kind of stuff, it just, it dampened the mood, right? I'm not saying now, as I said, I'm gonna go cry. I'm not gonna do that because shit happens, it's YouTube. But also please censor consistently. Please. I'll see you guys next time. That's it. Got nothing else to say. Look at me stretching it out now, isn't it? Because I said I didn't pause it enough, maybe. I think me pausing it that much is probably enough, but just for the record, if you are new here, I do pause a lot and I do talk a lot. I like to interact with the viewers, people who support me. Thank you once again. I like to pose questions, etc. Someone has messaged me. It's not David, I'll tell you that much. Why would it be David? Please take care of yourselves. And definitely take care of your loved ones. That's it. I was thinking, anything else to say? But probably not. And if I do have something else to say, Editing H will interject. Much love, everyone. Take care of yourselves. As always, the playlist is up here. And a massive shout out to the team, regardless of everything I've said, because the work that you do is very, very good. So, thank you. And bye. Bye.